Welcome to the Wheel of College. In this series, we start with a base silver lineup with the goal of winning the national championship. Each episode, we'll spin the wheel to add players to our lineup. If we win the next online head-to-head game, we keep those players, but if we lose, the team resets. We need 5 wins to make the playoffs before we have 3 losses, which also resets the team. I know what you're thinking. You're thinking,
MMG, it's been weeks since we got Wheel of College. What happened?
I implore you to consider this. I know it's been a while. There's been a lot of videos to manage, but as my apology, I had 93 overall Fernando Mendoza as my quarterback. Indiana went on to win the national championship on the back of the GOAT and certified MMG enjoyer, Fernando Mendoza. So I upgraded my quarterback from the 93 up to the 96 national champion. Now, I know what you're thinking. MMG, that's not how apologies work. You just gave yourself a better quarterback card, and we didn't get Wheel of College. I implore you to consider this. In all seriousness, though, I do need to get you caught up. Our current record in college football is 3 wins and 2 losses. 2 more wins, we make the college football playoffs, but 1 more loss, this whole season's over. And it's already been pretty discombobulated. Now, for those of you who do not struggle with MM dementia, you'll remember that Jeremiah Smith was an original prestige player. And Jeremiah Smith got a star of the season, 96 overall wide receiver. Well-deserved. He's the best wide receiver in college football, in my opinion. Cry about it. But he got an insane card. So not only do we have the 96 Mendoza, but we have 96 Jeremiah Smith, who's 6'3", 215. The prestige paid off. I'll say that. It is Texas Tech Red Raider season, and our team captain from Texas Tech is Romello Height. Even though this is a bit of an outdated card, it's still really good. He's stupid fast with great abilities. It's really my own fault for dragging ass on this season so long. Like, if you want a serious answer, it's been incredibly difficult to do Wheel of Mutt, Wheel of Cut, and all of the other content, especially while traveling. This is a makeshift setup just to do this. So I'm not giving any excuses, but that's why I've been dragging ass. And we're going to lock in and finish this season. I'm going to finish what I started the same way I always finish. On your mom's back, because I have sex with your mom. Now let's talk about the rest of this lineup. I've got Malik Clark and Plaxico Burress as my wide receivers. An interesting combo there. CJ Baxter is still really good, but I do love my running backs. I wouldn't mind an upgrade here. I do love my tight ends. And even though I like 90 overall Todd Heap, there are 97 overall cards in this game at this point. So we don't really have a God Squad player anywhere. I love Mendoza and Jeremiah Smith, but this team has a lot of work to do. The offensive line is mediocre, nothing insane. And then defensively, we do have some dogs. Caleb Span is a beast. Isaiah Nwokobia is a beast. We got Sifa Leota as our middle linebacker. Luke Kuechly still on the squad, still a prestige player, and still doesn't have a new upgrade. My other prestige, Peter Woods, he actually has an upgrade, but I cannot find the card on the auction house. I've been looking for about 13 hours now. Still can't find it. Nice. EA, nice. Even though it's been a weird season, my plan is to finish strong. We can upgrade just about every single position on this team. So let's do exactly that. I really do apologize, guys. No excuse is good enough to just say that I should have locked in harder and I should have got you these episodes sooner. But I'm gonna do my best to close out strong. 75K training. I can spend this however I want. This is new on the wheel because college football is very unique. In Madden, there's only like 3 or 4 packs that you can even buy with training. But in college football, there is an insane roster of players. Like, look at this. Every single promo has 4 different packs with training. But I will admit, the most expensive ones are way too overpowered for the wheel. Like, Rewind would give you a 96 plus and it can contain limited. That's just too strong for one wheel spin. That's 121,000 training. I get 75,000 and I can spend it however I want. Now, for example, I could do the season limited where I either get a 92 or a 97 limited, which is kind of nuts. I could take 2 cracks at this, either get 2 92s or 2 90s. I honestly don't hate that option. The Rewind training pack gives you either a 91 to 95 or a 96 plus, and I could do 2 of those. Or I could just ball out 1 pack and go signing day premium for a 94 plus. Honestly, I think the Rewind training twice is my best option. Rewind is Redux from Madden. It's just all the old players that used to have limiteds, they get recycled into non-limiteds so that the prices go down. I'm either gonna get a 91 to 95 or I'm gonna get a 96 plus, and I got 2 shots at this. I really like this. Also, the Rewind promo has like the most variety. Ooh. And I have no fucking clue what I'm looking at. A conference tour 93. Andrew Madrigal. That is a Harry Potter name if I've ever seen one. But it's a Nevada center who's a huge upgrade on this team. I will absolutely take this kid. Andrew Madrigal, he will start over top of Landon Hatchett, a 93 center. Anything that's a 93 overall is pretty much an upgrade outside of a quarterback. I don't hate that as our first option. Our second pack, also 36,000 training. I think this is Bull Blitz. Yes, I actually know somewhat ball. KD Hutchinson in the New Orleans Bowl. A Western Kentucky Hilltopper with plus 17 change of direction and plus 15 return on. I assume that's comparing it to who I have in there. I really don't know what that is, but I've got myself a wide receiver 3. Okay, well, one thing is certain. In this one episode alone, our offense has gotten a lot more potent. I cheated on my Mendoza. Cry about it. Fraud. I prestiged Jeremiah Smith, and now we get a brand new wide receiver that can help alongside Plaxico and Jeremiah Smith. He's 5'8". He's probably very fumble prone. Let's make sure that Plaxico's wide receiver 3. There's a nice little ladder here. 92, 94, 96 at our wide receiver group. I like it though. Like, I'm not going to complain about this. Yeah, KD Hutchinson actually looks really solid. And our big boy center, Andrew Madrigal, has really solid stats. 91 pass block, 93 run block. I like it. Our first wheel spin, 2 offensive upgrades, 2 positions we honestly needed. And when it's with packs, you really don't know what you're going to get. This one is going to give me a choice. 93 is not that high of an overall, but for a team that desperately needs a lot of positions, I think I'm okay with this. I think corner is probably the move here. We have Amaris Brown, DJ Pickett, and Jermod McCoy. Jermod McCoy being another prestige player. I could go D-tackle. The thing is I'm going to get 95 Peter Woods when he finally drops on the auction house, so I don't think I'm going to go D-tackle. Caleb Span is better than he looks. He's actually a 94, but he's out of position. The only other thing I could go is like Devin Jackson, but I think if I just run nickel sets, I'm not going to need too many linebackers, so I definitely don't need an MLB2. Let's go with a corner. Let's go get the best 93 overall corner that exists in this game. The other thing we could do too is there might be like an insanely good 93 overall in some random position. Let's make sure we look at all of our options. Let's go to the full catalog of players and sort by 92 93s. Here is every single 93 overall player in the game, and we can take any of them. Tristan Newsome will. Weak side linebacker Mizzou looks stupid good. I said I wasn't going to go linebacker, but he looks nasty. Some of these players are not auctionable, so I don't actually have my pick of the litter. There's a Vernon Davis if I wanted to go tight end. Ahmad Hardy if I wanted to go running back. That card looks nasty. Braylon Wilson, Max Clare, Kamari Ramsey's a dog. There's our old Mendoza that we no longer are using. Big Will Perry. I sorted by all of my corner options. I'm not going to lie. The name Jam Jackson is genuinely like an all-time corner name. 92 speed, 95 zone, and he's 6'2". He's actually disgusting. That's a really good card. Honestly, Stanford Richard Sherman is just so sick. He's also 6'3", and he's a little bit faster with still really good zone. I do think this Richard Sherman is better, and that's a very recognizable name. I think that is kind of the one knock, and it's not college football's fault, but there are so many players in college football. It's kind of hard to keep up sometimes, especially for an MM casual like myself. So I'm going to go with a familiar face, Richard Sherman Stanford, as my 93 overall jackpot. Adding to my corner room, my much-needed addition to my corner room. So defensively, we've got DJ Pickett, Richard Sherman, Jermod McCoy, Caleb Span, and our secondary is honestly really solid. I got no complaints in our secondary right now. And that leads us to our third and final wheel spin. Already some really good upgrades. I think if I could get maybe a linebacker here or a really good running back. I guess we're going to find out. I don't know what players are in this promo. Game Changers is a really cool promo. This is kind of like their arcade style players promo. I know there's a Johnny Manziel, but I think the Johnny Manziel is a 96. Not that I was going to take Manziel anyway. I've got Fernando Mendoza, my GOAT, who's also basically the polar opposite of Johnny Manziel, I'm pretty sure. So I like Mendoza. I'm sticking with my boy. So any 94 to 95 Game Changers player, Decorian Moore with 95 speed. Justice Haynes. Justice Haynes is the running back that haunted my packs last year. I'm not doing that shit again. No Justice Haynes. Ooh, nasty user linebacker. Gabe Jacques out of Illinois, the Fighting Illini. I don't know how to say his last name, and I'd fuck it up every single episode. Jackus Mehoff? Damn, unfortunately, he's the best option, so I really do like having a good user middle linebacker. He's 6'3" with 93 speed and 92 oh, this is a nasty card. Gabe Astard. Gabe Jack Mehoff. He's a game changer. Jack Mehoff is a game changer. Honestly, some nasty linebacker options now. So we have Sifa Leota, who's 6'3" with 91 speed, and we've got Gabe Jackus out of Illinois, who's 6'3" with 93 speed. Now, currently, Isaiah Nwokobia is my sub linebacker, but I don't think we need to do that anymore. I think we just go Gabe Jackus as our sub linebacker, and then the backup can be Leota, and we can let Isaiah Nwokobia play true safety, which is probably how we should be doing this anyway. I think this is correct now. And the only thing I could do, I mean, I don't remember how abilities work now. In Madden, you have to have lurk artist on your linebackers so that they can actually intercept footballs. Is that the case in this game? Is there even an ability for that? It does not appear so. I'm gonna give Gabe gold tier hammer for greatly improved hit stick attempts. So we're just gonna lay the boom, and I certainly got no issues with that. Okay, gentlemen, we made some serious upgrades in our return to Wheel of College. There shouldn't have to be a return, I know. Please get off my ass. I'm working my butt off, I swear to God. No, I'm not. I'm so full of shit, guys. I wake up, goon, watch a Pokemon stream, turn on Sydney Sweeney compilation, burnt peanut on my iPad, and I just let the day slip by. Some nasty upgrades today. I didn't get my brand new halfback like I was looking for, but I think CJ Baxter is going to be able to get the job done for us. Moving forward, I want to work on halfback. I want to work on the tight end, and I think I could use a little bit more speed on this defense in general. But overall, what I have to do is win because we are in a win or go home scenario. So really, my feelings don't matter so much here. Okay, we got to get back to business though. The challenge wheel. Completing this challenge, give me one of any pack in the store that costs coins. And that could be huge if Fernando Mendoza can pass for more yards than their quarterback. This is an awesome challenge to get because I recently had this on Wheel of Mutt. So if you're a certified MMG enjoyer, remember that. And I lost that challenge on Wheel of Mutt by 3 yards. It was brutal. So we need Mendoza to pass for more yards than their quarterback. Now, normally the challenge wheel can save me a player if I lose, but I can't lose. I'm 3-2. So if I lose, it wouldn't save anything. We just got to lock in and win the game. Cougars. There's our top 3. I see Mendoza, Caleb, and Gabe Jack Mehoff. Holy shit. Is that a 98 limited Bryce Underwood? And I'm a little nervous about that Bryce Underwood. I ain't gonna lie, but I think if we lock in, we can win any game. I obviously haven't played a lot of college football 26 this year, but what I do remember is that offense is king and defense is really tough. So let's see if that is still the case. And if we can get ourselves in the end zone. I mean, we got a brand new Mendoza. We got a brand new Jeremiah Smith. I like our odds. There's my boy Mendoza, Baxter, Todd Heat, Plaxico, Jeremiah. What was the dude's name? JD Hutchinson? KD Hutchinson. Sorry, no. Who's named K? No one's ever named KD. Oh, just kidding. Kevin Durant. But his name is Kevin Durant, and we call him KD. This guy's first name is KD Hutchinson. What I need to remember to not do is I need to remember to not think this is Madden, because the stuff that works in Madden is not necessarily going to work here. Gotta remember that. He just got a crazy pass rush, and we overthrew that football. That dude bullied my right tackle. I had my running back, too. I had Baxter as soon as that play started, but if there's one thing I remember, it's that speed option's kind of cracked in this game. I don't like what it's showing Baxter doing there. I really hope he's not actually going to do that. 3rd and 4. Speed option to the right. Do you believe? Baxter! Baxter! Spin! Broken tackle. Speed option. Still got it. Let's go. Big news, big news, big news. Okay, tight seams. I think he's gonna switch this. He's gonna switch this defense up. Todd Heap uncovered. You're not Todd Heap. You're Plaxico Burress, but you're uncovered. Fernando Mendoza, 32 yards, a speed option pitch. That was truly beautiful. And we're moving the rock. Wow, you don't really have to run no huddle. I'm so used to like going to no huddle, thinking that it's important. Because it kind of is in Madden, but it's super not here because this is college football. And a very rare drop from Jeremiah Smith right there. 96 Jeremiah Smith's got to come down with that football, for the record. I'm going to pull out read option like a genuine freak, and I'm going to hand this ball off to CJ Baxter, who's going to break a tackle and take us to 3rd and 7. I think we just keep throwing this thing. I might be able to hit Baxter early now. Let's see where the user is. There's Baxter early. Am I going to get there? That's not Baxter. That is Silver Harrison Whaley, which is a crazy route. We just had him run, and I think I see Jeremiah. No, I don't, but I do see Plaxico on 4th and 1. We hit Plaxico. I thought I had Jeremiah early, but since Jeremiah was covered, it left Plaxico wide open. We've got a 1st and 10 And he's going to leave Jeremiah. Jeremiah, get behind the user. Oh, good switch. It's a good switch by him. We go to 2nd and 2. Listen, if we can score every time we touch a football, we can win this game. Even if his offense is going to be really scary too. And that's a touchdown. Dot to Plaxico Burress. And this 96 Mendoza is a freak. That was a really good start. 7-0. I'm sorry, Indiana fans, that you have to see Mendoza in a Texas Tech jersey, but frankly, Indiana fans, you're going to be seeing Fernando Mendoza in a Raiders jersey in the near future. So get used to that. Although I'm not going to lie, I wouldn't be shocked to see a team try to trade up with Las Vegas for that pick. I can think of so many franchises that would really want to do that, like the New York Jets. Don't you think the Jets would want to do that? And I'm going to get kick return down because that's how this fucking game works. I always forget. This game is worse than any football game in terms of if you have a higher overall, you simply get a kick return. You know why I forget? Because it's unrealistic as fuck, and that's not what happens in real life football. And kick returns are this incredibly rare novelty thing in actual football. But in these shitty video games, they are literally a 50-50 coin toss if you have a higher overall. All right, 7-7. It's a bummer start. We just got to go score. Yeah, see, like, do you notice how I get stopped at the 13 and how he gets untouched into the end zone? I think there's something wrong with that, you know, if you ask me. All right, let's just keep playing ball. 1st and 10, and there's CJ Baxter. That quick wheel route has been open very consistently. I think what I need to do to win this game is I have to control the pace, and I have to make sure that I maintain the lead on possessions. Ooh, barely got that ball off. That's a very good thing, 3rd and 4. When I say that, I mean I have to make sure that I'm the last person to score. You know what I mean? Like, I have to score before half. I have to do all those really smart things to win, or I'm just simply not going to win. That is an insane throw and catch to Todd Heap. That was more or less a prayer, and it just barely worked. I'm going to go inside zone. He's only got 3 down linemen. I feel like Baxter should be able to get to the 2nd level. Oh, yeah. CJ Baxter. Good play by his linebacker, but we still get 3 yards out of it. I forgot how tough this game is. Honestly, this game is a lot tougher than Madden. I feel like I can scheme things up and, like, play with my brain a lot in Madden. As crazy as that sounds. But in this game, dude, this game is shenanigans ball. It's a lot of fun, though. Like, I'm not saying that as a good or a bad thing, but it just plays different, obviously. It's supposed to play different. I'm going back to speed option on 3rd and inches. I think he's expecting a run up the middle. I'm going to get the pitch off. I really didn't need to pitch that. I could have got that with Mendoza if I made a move, but I was able to make the same move on his user either way. Baxter gets it. Here's the thing. I kind of got to keep that in my back pocket because if he keeps overplaying that like crazy, I'm going to be able to do that a lot. But I do got to remember is I have to throw for more passing yards than his quarterback. And since he hasn't touched the ball in offense yet, that actually shouldn't be that hard. So there's good news there. This is open. If he comes down, oh my God, did he just drop that? How on earth did he drop that? That was a dead to rights interception. Holy bailout. Bailout, back at it again. Weeball University, PhD graduate. That is so open. Plaxico Burress. 125 yards, touchdown, interception. Do I kick this? If I score here, do I kick the ball out of bounds? Starting to think I really should. 1st and 10, clock's winding down. I'm going over the middle. Texas to our Texas running back? Isn't CJ Baxter a Texas running back? It only makes sense. On my return to college football, I have not been checked down. Although, as I say that, Todd Heap's looking like a nice... No. We go yard. We go yard, and we throw interceptions because of it. This is why I'm checked out. I really thought that was there. I'm not gonna lie, though. I thought that was an open ball. Good drop by his DB. He actually has to play offense now. He has 0 offensive stats, so we're gonna find out what this Bryce Underwood is cooking up with that Archie Griffin running back. Looks like he's cooking up, ooh, play action. Does he go to the running back? He does! He throws an interception instantly to Isaiah Macobia, who bounces one. Nasty play. Who started with ball? Did he start with ball? No, I started with ball. I don't know that we can get this whole clock down. We pretty much can't because you can only burn 30 per. So his like only offensive play is that. I'm just gonna take, oh my God, Mendoza is so fast. Oh my God, that was crazy. Hey, I'll be done here soon, Shane, sorry. I don't wanna like commandeer our, you know, I want the boys to ball. Wow. I was being a good friend in the middle of that touchdown. Let's go. I think I'm just gonna roll out right. I'm just gonna predetermine roll out right with this Mendoza. Yeah, he's so fucking fast. There's no way he gets to me. Wow, I didn't expect him to be that fast. All right, 15-7 is beautiful. Here's the issue with 2 minutes and 4 seconds and a 2-minute warning. Ooh, finally a good return team. But yeah, if I don't score, or if he scores with no time left in this quarter, that's very bad. We don't want that. So we got to either get him to score fast or get another turnover quick. But hopefully he'll make more reads like that last one. And then we're good. If he's smart, he's just going to run the football. No, we got another pass here. Quick little escape route. Looks like escape routes are still good in this game. Escape routes are mega nerfed in Madden, but that was a pretty good release right there. I was in zone coverage anyway, though. Did I go for 2? Oh, I went for 2. That's what I did on that rollout. I went for 2. That's funny. I didn't even realize that I did that. It's nice, though. We got an 8-point lead. He goes to the Texas route. It goes to Archie Griffin. Doesn't look like he's chewing clock, though, which is good. If he was chewing clock, this would be no bueno. I think he's going to continue to pass, though. Minute 45 on the clock. Down to 15, 14. 13. Another pass. He's got the check down again. Wow. Dude, this Archie Griffin's going to be killing me today. It'll be the goop. Okay, listen. He is giving this ball to Archie Griffin, and he is getting some crazy yards with him, but he's getting laid out. That's like the 3rd time we've hit him hard. I think a fumble is on the horizon if we keep hitting like this. This looks like RPO. Maybe another handoff. 2nd and 2. He has the liberty to go deep here on 2nd and 2 since those 2 yards are pretty much guaranteed however he wants them. Wow, you guys call me check down, bro. I think that's his 6th straight pass to the back. It's funny. Ever since you guys have called me check down, I've noticed when people are checking down. You know, I see it now. Look and you shall see. 1st and 10, a minute 7. He went out of bounds there. I just need time to score if he's going to score. That's all this really comes down to. Throws a dot. Great play. It causes 1st and goal, and it stops the clock. So yeah, I'm going to have time to score. Just have to make sure that I do it. Does he go with another check down to his running back? Maybe. I'm on spin. Oh my God. He's so lucky that's not intercepted. Look at this ball. That is dead nuts covered. I don't know what Leota's doing. I don't know how it wasn't picked off. Frankly, 2nd and goal. Does he run this? Does he run this? I'm on Caleb Span, our ASU strong safety, who's playing at free safety right now, and he's playing great football, and Romello Heights on him. That's our Red Raider team captain. 3rd and goal. Great defense against an almost 99 overall Bryce Underwood. He's going to go gun bunch wide. I don't think he's running it. I'm guessing pass, and Okay, I'm on Gabe. This defense looks butter. This defense looks so good. It's going to throw it right to me. I saw it. I read him like a book. He rolled out right, looking back for the running back, and we just sat on it. And there's our Illinois middle linebacker making a huge play right there. 47 seconds, 8-point lead. He gets ball at half. I got to score here. I don't have to, but if I really want to win this game against a much higher overall team, I got to score here. 1st and 10. Where's the user? Ooh, not on Plax. Not on Plaxico. Bang. It's a huge pickup. We're going to call a timeout. Mendoza's cooking right now. My 1 interception was bad, but we got the ball right back after. This is a ball game, gentlemen. I definitely like Baxter on the check down here. Where's his user going to go? Does he go to Plax? He goes to Plaxico, so we take Baxter. Don't get nearly as much as I wanted. I probably shouldn't have burnt the timeout on that first one. I really shouldn't have. That's okay. 2nd and 6, 38 seconds. Send Todd Heap down. Hutch, Burris. I don't know what I like out of Jeremiah Smith here. I'm just going to take the middle. It's a scary football. I really shouldn't even be throwing that. Give me like tight. Give me tight. Yes. I'm going to block Heap. 3rd and 6. Who's going to get open? Jeremiah. Insane catch. 4th and inches. Wow, this is really scary. 4th and inches. Oh, wait. He caught it, and he's still up. Plaxico. Oh, my God. Plaxico Burris. Shut up. What just happened? With almost no time on the clock, we get an absolute miracle out of Plaxico Burris. Plaxico Burris is my lowest overall wide receiver right now, isn't he? Or no? Yes, he is. Actually, he is. That was disgusting. With 9 seconds, he fair catches, which is kind of interesting. Probably not a bad idea. I'm kind of glad, though. His only touchdown right now is a kick return. I'm just going to play deep on this. We got everyone playing over the top. Everyone's playing over the top. Why is this so open? Oh, no way. We can't cover like that. I mean, he should just kick this field goal, right? I'm going to blitz here. 1st and 10, 2 seconds. Screamer got to him. That's exactly why we do it. He didn't have time to get off. I'm surprised he didn't take his points there. He is going to get the ball here, but it's 22-7. He can make it at best case scenario 15-22 after this drive. Really shouldn't even kick this off. I'm going to squib it again. I feel like I kind of have to squib it. so that it doesn't go in the hands of one of his really fast guys. Yeah, this is like my best chance to not get kick returned on. Starts at the 38, it's not optimal, but we're certainly winning our challenge right now. What we need to do is just make sure that we win the game. I'm gonna stay in cover 4. Hopefully he doesn't try to go like mega deep. I hope he keeps checking down. If he keeps checking down, this is perfect for us. This is really good for us. Worst thing he could do is score stupid fast. If he scored stupid fast, it applies a lot more pressure to me. But if this takes him a minute or two to get down there, it'd be really nice. So let's see if he goes. Ooh, great ball. That was an insanely well-thrown football because I was using that, but he just put it behind him in a spot where I couldn't get to. I think that was Malachi Toney, the 96 overall stars of the season. Malachi Toney took a hit for it, though. He took a big one. All right, 1st and 10, 22-7. I think he wants to check down. He's going to go running back. I'm on the back. Is he just going to take off with Underwood? Yes, sir! Oh, I kept him in bounds. I kept him in bounds for a big hit, but he doesn't fumble. Really hoping for a fumble there. Underwood's a freak. Bryce Underwood is a scary man. He's not really running the football at this point. I can drop a few more into coverage. I'm going to drop Romello Height into coverage, which sounds kind of crazy when I say he's the left side if he wants it. Oh my God, he's got a beam down the right side too. He's just lighting me up now. This is requiring no effort from him. 1st and goal from the 2. Do you expect to run? I kind of do. Kind of think he runs this. I'm going to send a ton for the run. I'm going to send everything. Ooh, it's RPO. Yikes. Good Lord, those blocks were so good. I mean, really, I just need to get in field goal range to make this a 2-possession game, but I think the best case scenario on this drive is we eat up some clock and we get some points. I mean, best case scenario is we score another touchdown and we go for 2 and get it, but realistically, eat up some clock, score some points. I don't care how many points. I'm not gonna be greedy. In a game like this, where I know that if the game keeps going, I will lose, I need to get some clock off. I mean, honestly, that Plaxico touchdown was just absolute fluke nonsense. I'm not going to get some shenanigans like that to fall my way again. So we've got to capitalize on what we've got here. And I'm going to start by going to Plaxico. It's a bad ball, but it's caught. Dude, Plaxico has 150 yards or something. He has 190. Dude, Jeremiah is supposed to be my best guy, and I just keep going to Plax. Oh my gosh. I'm going to go Baxter underneath. Interesting. So he's in a Tampa 2 because he's instantly dropping to Baxter, which means I could throw that to Plaxico. Or sorry, which means I could throw that to Jeremiah Smith. Just don't know that I need to. Ooh, what the fuck was that? That was so open. What happened on that? This is my goat Mendoza. I think I got bumped in the middle of the route because that should have been some easy yards. That is not good. Okay, 3rd and 12. This is a huge pickup now. Let's see if we can get all... Oh my God, we just missed another 4th and 12. Oh my goodness. Wow, that's a really bad beat. And now that I know huddled that it's not gonna let me audible any of these routes, did I burn a timeout? I actually think this could work. Red zone scissors to Baxter or the deep dig to Plaxico. I might run this stock. I kind of like it. I'm gonna do it. 4th and 12. Find a way. Oh my God, why are you coming untouched? I might get it anyway. We're gonna get it anyway. Dude, this right side edge rusher is not getting touched. But on 4th and 12, the stock play checked out to Jeremiah. That's crazy. Okay, now we can actually audible this play. And I think what we clearly need to do is block Todd Heap because that right edge rusher's just having his way with me. He's having Mike's way with me. 1st and 10. Let's be smart football players and throw beautiful balls like that to Plaxico Burress. Jeremiah Smith, it's weird because he's my slot wide receiver, so I feel like he should be the one who's like getting all these touches, but it's been Plaxico, my Michigan State alumni. But I'm never gonna complain about that. This is a great example. Although his linebackers blew that up. 4th and 1, we are not in field goal range. How do we convert this? I'm gonna go Baxter wheel route. I'm gonna go Burrow up. I'm gonna go Jeremiah under. Can we get out on the right side with Fernando again? Oh, I got him. Easy. We've come up with every single big conversion. All of them. And this will take us all the way to the start of the 4th quarter. God, are we actually clutch? Should I have been balling out like this in college football this whole time? Okay, well, the game is obviously not over, but let's be smart about our play calling. Let's continue to use some clock and let's see what we can do. I'm going to start this out with a really interesting play call. I'm going to go jet sweep inside zone. So I'm going to fake the jet sweep. Hopefully that pulls one of his linebackers. Oh my God, it totally did. His Carlos Dansby went straight to that. Still only got 2 yards. Still got speed option in my bag. I think he's expecting inside zone. I like the odds of this. Beautiful. Oh, no block over there. I don't know what Jeremiah Smith, not the best outing. You're kind of supposed to be my dog, and you just got bullied on that block. You're 6'3", buddy. Okay, 3rd and 6. I'm gonna go read option. I'm just hand this off. I'm doing nothing stupid here. I'm literally just gonna hand this off. If we get it, awesome. If we don't, 4th and 1, that's fine. I'm taking my field goal. Coach wants to go for it, and I respect the grind, coach. Genuinely, I do. But a 40-yard field goal should be easy. We have Texas Tech's kicker. He's got a crazy name. It's like Belafonte. Okay, 25-14. Texas Tech takes the 11-point lead. No kick return touchdowns. Force at least a drive. Do not let him score before the 2-minute warning. Force at least a drive. We get the squib. Why the fuck are we so... Why is my return team so bad? Oh my gosh, he looked like he was gonna house that. Whoever that was. Okay, 1st and 10. He gets to start this drive at the 41, but that's better than a kick return touchdown. He's definitely gonna be passing, and let's see if he checks down. He does. He's gonna... Or does he go wheel route? Or does he go in the middle? What a ball. Oh my God, that was like the only area of the field that was actually covered somewhat. Okay, I'm gonna guess pass. Try and get a little bit of pressure. Okay. Oh no, the wheel. Oh my God. Did he even use the 2-minute warning? I think he didn't. I think that was worst case. Oh, he did. At least he used the 2-minute warning. I'm in a cover 4. Oh, it's match. It's match. Shit. I was in match coverage. When you're in match coverage, you get those wonky little things where your guys abandon their... I mean, they're doing what they're technically supposed to. I get it. This is RPO. This is RPO. This is RPO. This is RPO. And there's not a fucking thing I can do about it. 25-22. I'm glad I got my points. I'm really glad I got my points. Does he onside kick? I wouldn't expect him to be honest. I would expect this to be just a kickoff. But I can wait until he decides to make my move. He's certainly thinking about it. He's just kicking it off. Okay. We got to burn his timeouts. We got to convert some first downs and we win this ball game. We honestly haven't had any offensive issues. I threw my one bad interception, but outside of that, we really have been moving the ball pretty effective. I'm going to take this out just to burn a little bit extra sauce. Minute 55 starting on the 12. This is not about scoring a touchdown. This is about playing smart football and ending the ball game. So let's come out with our best plays. Let's make sure we're converting our passes. And you know what? 3 down linemen, a linebacker in the middle. Mr. Baxter. Oh my God. What a fucking shot out of his safety. That was so impressive. I mean, he came up and just blew that thing up. Respect. So Jeremiah's been open here. Not sure about Plaxico or Hutch. Texas out route, corner route. This is an interesting concept. Let's give it a go. 2nd and 12. He leaves CJ for a that is such a tough concept because the user has to play both. He has to play the drag and the Texas. And if I can make the decision as soon as he bites on one, we're able to convert that. And that's a spooky one, to say the least. He's only got 3 down linemen now, though. So I can actually put a double team over here. And I might be able to just roll out on the right, make a play of my own. And I think that's exactly what we're going to do. That is exactly what we're going to do. I'm just going to slide down, inbounds, 3 yards. There's his final timeout. One more first down, we win this ball game. Mendoza gets clean yards right there. I think I'll go back to a 4 down lineman set. I don't think he's going to let me do that again. I'd be shocked if he did. If I can go victory formation with this Mendoza, get out of this game clean, dude, I'm going to be so happy. I'm going to send Todd Heap. I'm going to block Baxter. I think Todd Heap's open. Oh, he doesn't need to be because Jeremiah Smith is going to end this ball game. Jeremiah Smith was so rocky all game, and he gets butt naked wide open on the final play of the game. And he used every single one of his timeouts on that. That was a scary game. And we are going to kneel this thing out. Texas Tech on our return game is able to get the W, honestly, on the back of an incredibly dominant first half. He scored 15 in that second half. I scored 3. We were able to get just a little bit more. Great clock management, great field goal on that final drive, and the Plaxico play is what won that game for us. And we had no business getting that Plaxico play. I need to go watch this. He went all the way for a touchdown, didn't he? 58 yards on 4th and 1. Like, seriously. I mean, he's wide open, number one. Like, the read to Plaxico's wide open, and I would have called a timeout here. But I am in a possession catch animation. You can see me. Look, my knees are ready to go down. This is supposed to be a catch, possession catch. And I just like, my God, I mean, I was almost down. He's not down. Look at how close that is, Plaxico. Oh, my God. That's actually crazy. And somehow we just bounced that hit. And I mean, this is just, some jiggle physics. It's some interesting physics, I'll say the least, but when it works out in my favor, it's the best thing ever. I mean, the challenge was pretty simple. It was have more passing yards than my opponent, and frankly, it wasn't even close. Bryce Underwood had 215, and Fernando Mendoza, I guess it was relatively close, but 309, 3 touchdowns and the interception. On the ground, Baxter was 9 for 30, Mendoza was 3 for 16, and through the air, it was all Plaxico Burress. I mean, Jeremiah Smith ended the game with that catch. Baxter had 8 for 50 and a touchdown, but Plaxico Burress had 8 for 200 and 2 touchdowns. That is a pretty good fantasy game, to say the least. A little 40 bomb for the boys. Whaley caught one. Todd Heap caught one. I really didn't go to my tight end very often. It's not a tight end merchant, like the feds are saying, like the streets are saying. All right, gentlemen, we completed our challenge of outpassing our opponent. Certainly helps that he kick return touchdown on me, but I get one pack from the store that costs coins. Okay, I have the perfect pack. We have a Stars of the Season Premium Booster Pack. It's expensive, 120,000 coins, but you get 3 92 plus stars of the season and then 2 81 plus players. Packs in college football are so much better than Madden. It's not even close. Thank you, Fernando Mendoza. What have you earned us? First things first, a college football playoff? Wait, I thought it was Stars of the Season players. What did I just get? Damian, was this one of my 81 pluses? That would be insane, right? We just got a 93 overall strong side linebacker, Texas A&M, Damian, nasty card. Okay, now here's a Stars of the Season, an actual Stars of the Season. Raleek Brown, Arizona State. Very similar to CJ Baxter, but at least we have 2 running backs in case someone gets wear and tear to hurt. So I'll take it. Stars of the Season again, and this one is an edge rusher. I'll take that. He might play a D tackle. Ethan Herkett, Iowa Hawkeye. Shout out to Iowa Hawkeyes season. We've got a rewind player. I have no idea what this is. 95 right guard Sean Andrews. Holy shit, everything that was in Stars of the Season was insane. Let me get CJ Allen, a weak side linebacker. Damn. Well, I got no complaints. Those are some crazy upgrades. Our new best lineup is a 91 overall, and it's kind of nasty. So we got Madrigal and Sean Andrews now at right guard. That's a crazy... Dude, it guaranteed 281 plus. And they were a 93 and a 95. That's crazy. We still got Hutchinson, Plaxico, and Jeremiah. We got Raleek Brown as our starting running back now. He's a little bit faster than CJ Baxter. He has +1 acceleration, so I'm gonna try him out. Baxter's been great, though, so I will easily bench him again if need be. And then defensively, CJ Allen at weak side, Sanford at Mike 2. We got Gabe Jack is still at strong side, and Leota at middle linebacker. And Wachovia is now free safety, and Caleb Span is strong safety. That is probably how it should be. Richard Sherman at corner 1, and Ethan Herkett is actually a 93 at D tackle. So we can still rock Patrick Payton, Romello Height, Ethan Herkett now at D tackle, and I still got to find that Peter Woods, but no issues there. That was an awesome game. I think we got very lucky, to be honest. I'm so grateful to be 4-2, but I don't know that I would win that game again, if I'm being honest. It was a great game, though. 91 overall, team's looking good, and I'm happy. I think we had a really good return. Thank you for watching as always, gentlemen, and I can't wait to see you guys in the next video. Peace!